Hey everybody, just getting things going. Hold up. How is everybody doing? Lord have mercy. The glare's already starting messing the chat. Stop it, glare. Stop it. Stop it. It's too much shit going on today. I don't know what to say. Hey everybody, welcome back. We got the conference here. They're setting up. Everybody, come on in. We are airing it from Facebook. Try to see if I can get it full screen so I can get rid of the comments, because the comments can be very distracting. So we're on here. Shout out to everybody. Stop. Lord have mercy, you guys. What do you guys think is going to come out of here? By the way, their volume is up, so we can hear the messes going on. Shout out to everybody. Y'all are over here. You could be somewhere else. Where's my phone? Hold up. I have a pop socket on my phone, side note, and it melted. My phone gets hot, and it melted. So I need to get a new pop socket. I need to get new adhesive for it. I'm kind of sad because I like my pop socket. And I'm having to lean here. I know. Shout out to everybody. Come on in. Well, thank you. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the newbies in the house. Hopefully you stick around and I don't scare you away, you know. Hold up, I got multiple screens open. Let me shut some of this shit down. So what is going on? Are you guys on like a lunch break or what? Hold up, let me see. I gotta do some. Avoid some trolls because I get a lot. Believe it or not, people do troll me a lot. Okay, I'm good. So if they troll me, they gotta subscribe before they troll. Thank you. You're eating Jell-O ice cream, and I'm ready for this. Lord. Amazon, I gotta get. It's the adhesive. Like my phone heats up, and then it melts the adhesive off. So. We're just doing some small talk before the press. Look, I got my notebook here. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Y'all are a mess. Look at this. Everybody's going crazy over here on this chat. Welcome. Vic's with her big eyes. Shout out to Vic. Oh my gosh. You got us on 2 screens. Shout out to Mel, you guys. Shout out to Mel. His live will probably be longer than mine. So make sure you guys go over there.
At least as far as the order goes, we're going to have, like we talked about, the names earlier is Captain Keith, the mayor.
That's the same. That's the same officer.
Mayor Bricato's name, spelling.
My goodness. I'm blurry. I hope not. Yes, please don't forget hit that like button. Look, we're gonna be full screen here pretty soon, and I'm gonna put these comments down here in a minute. We want to see full screen. Full. Hey, Preva, welcome, love. I messaged you back, by the way. Oh, let me say something before they get started. They're not gonna get started right away. If in the chat, you have to be able to accept membership gifts when you're chatting in there. In order, like if somebody decides to give, in order for you to receive a gift, you have to accept the gift. You know, the good ninja says, okay, I'm here to listen. Well, they got 5 minutes. They got 5 minutes.
Okay, back. Let's go on. That's my mic. Can we get a hard line to you? It's like you causing everyone distraction.
Yes, everybody. Thank you. And do me a favor, hit that like button for me. Inquisitive, that's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. It's like, I hope it's more informative than reading. Captions will be helpful. Ooh, I wonder if we said that actually. It's a good idea. Hold up. Closed captions. Here we go. Live. Ooh, there you go. I think I set it up. I got it closed captions. Millie, I got it closed captions. Yes, crazy cat mama. Hopefully it doesn't go off on us, okay? Yo. We've been waiting since yesterday. We've been waiting. I thought this was going to get canceled again, but I don't think it is. Yes. I don't know. Stop it. Stop it, y'all. Oh my God. Oh, it does? Ooh, True Crime Diva says that the new iOS 17 update. I'm gonna need iPhone to stop updating so much because it's like every 2-3 years I have to get a new device. I'm gonna need them to stop. They're doing too much. Stop with the update. Too much. Let me see. Let me just make sure. We'll put that in there. This is going to be quick. I have a feeling. I don't think there's going to be a huge update. Okay. They haven't even yesterday. When they put that release out, they said that they had not even interviewed her. I'm pretty sure it's going to be quick. Oh, look, a blue blank screen. Ooh. Said a blue blank screen. Ooh, I'm telling you, watch. Why wouldn't she make a statement or police ask her what happened? That don't make sense. That's what I'm saying, the culture. Watch. That's going to be a huge thing. They're going to make a huge... Look, it might surprise us today. You never know. These things always... You just never know. You never know. Maybe she did. Maybe she did. I don't know. Maybe there was an arrest. How do we know? I don't know. You know? Prepare to be disappointed. Things that make you go, yep, right? I mean, I don't know. That's what I thought, right? Miss Christina, that's what she said. She said that there was a statement given to the police, but the police is saying something different. I know. Is this Danny? Oh, shout out to the Cheeseman Report. I think this is, I don't know. Is it the real Danny? Is it the real Danny? I don't know. Shout out to the Cheeseman Report. He's one of the channel friends. Sorry, y'all. I'm keeping an eye on Baby Bunny because she's eating mac and cheese, and you know. You haven't missed anything yet. You haven't missed anything yet. Nothing. Right. Stop. Oh, y'all are worried. No, I'm sure. Hold up. Oh, is this your second channel? Gotcha, Danny. Well, shout out to you. I wanted to make sure. I was like, I want to make sure you're not a troll. You know, then I would have messaged you and said somebody's using your account. I know it's Dan. See, Claire, everybody knows you, Danny. This is, guys, if you don't know about Danny, he has a huge YouTube channel called
Hey guys, one final mic check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
All right, never mind.
Mic check. Everybody give me a thumbs up. I just want to make sure we're good. Mic check 1 2.
Y'all
Mic
give a
check
thumbs
1
up.
2. From the city of Hoover, Alabama. 1 2 3. Right at 2:30 now.
Yes.
Central Daylight Time. Everybody good? Everybody good? Mic check 1 2. Mic check. We're getting very close. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. You're good, Mike. Mic check. You're good.
Can you guys put the thumbs up? Okay.
Everybody's good.
Her mic
You're
is
good,
a little
sir?
muffled.
Great. Okay. You're back up, okay? Want me to give you one real quick? Okay. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. I think he's going to give everybody a 2-minute warning. I think. I'm not positive. Mic check 1 2.
Okay. Microphones. All right. Official 2-minute warning from right now. Okay. 2 minutes.
Her mic was muffled, right, Marcia? I was like, that mic sounds a little muffled. He's like, we can hear you, girl. We can hear you. Oh my God, yo. Jennifer, thank you for the $5. Oh Lord.
Mic check 1 2. It's good. Okay.
That was it.
She may be too close to the mic. TT's like, hurry up. I know, Vic. I've had to wait. I thought this was going to be one where I had to wait. So I'm like, let me schedule this later. No. Oh, Danny's channel is the Cheeseman Report. Check him out. Huge YouTuber, the Cheeseman Report. He talks about all kinds of things, and he's very cheesemo. So check him out. I like him. He's good people. He's a channel friend. A lot of times. Great. Now we can pick up their sound. Well, I wonder if they're there. I mean, they have to talk to them before they do the presser to let them know where they're going to go from here. I know, right? The tone of this is not, I don't know. I know. We love Danny over here. Shout out to everybody watching us from Facebook. Anita and everyone else. Hold up. No. What is this? Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go.
All right. Good afternoon and welcome to the Frank and Pam Bearfield Training Center. I'm Captain Keith Sescaleba. That's spelled KEITHCZESKLEBA for the Hoover Police Department. Joining me at the podium today will be Hoover Mayor Frank Brocato, spelled BROCATO, and Hoover Police Chief Nick Durzis, spelled DERZIS. You may also hear from Lieutenant Daniel Lowe, spelled LOWE, of the Hoover Police Investigations Division. Mayor Brocato will make a brief opening statement, and then Chief Durzis will read a prepared statement. After Chief's statement is complete, there will be an opportunity to ask a few questions regarding this investigation. Keep in mind that this is still an ongoing investigation, so there may be some questions that we cannot answer. With that, I will turn it over to Mayor Brocato.
The captions are small, guys. They're small. They're there, but they're small. So that's not going to help.
Good afternoon for you all coming today. You know, 6 days ago, our community learned about the disappearance of Carlee Russell, and it sent fear and pandemonium not just through our city, but the entire state and the nation as well. The media quickly joined us to get the word out about Carlee. Our community sprung into action, and they organized search parties, arranged prayer vigils, and they took other steps that I'm not even aware of to help in this situation. The Hoover Police Department quickly rallied multiple partner agencies, stopping at nothing to find Carlee. I'd like to take this time to say thank you first to the Hoover Police Department, our partner agencies, our wonderful community, and to all those that aided in some way in connection with this situation. As the days have gone on and more information has been shared, we know everyone has questions. The Hoover Police Department is known for being very methodical and thorough with their investigations. For that reason, we did not feel comfortable speaking in detail publicly until now. It is important that we share this information now so that our community can be put at ease. So at this time, I'll turn the microphone over to Hoover Police Chief Nick Durzis. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank everyone for being here today. Besides me stands the team who played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, Secret Service, United States Marshals, and ALEA for their assistance in this case. We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carlee Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called 911 and disappeared. From that point, our focus has been to determine Carlee's whereabouts during that time and what exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over. We're still working this case, and we'll work in this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing. However, through the public interest, and in some cases, public fear that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered. So I will give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, at approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Tzatziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Somebody say something. That's a fine purple suit.
On Interstate 459, and there's just a kid just walking by themselves. Oh, hold on. Where on 459 are you? I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Timberland, like you got my minute. Okay, so you're before the exit? Yes. Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Okay, 480. Towards Tuscaloosa. Okay. And was the child on the left or right side? On the right side. Were they walking northbound or southbound? They're walking towards Tuscaloosa. Walking southbound, or how old they like? Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4. Did she still under with them? Are you still with them? Are you with the child right now? No, I'm not. Get out of the car. Do you mind staying keeping an eye on it? Yeah, sure, yeah. What kind of car are you in? I'm in a Mercedes-Benz. I mean, it's a sedan. Okay. Did you say anything? No. No. Do they look like they're injured? No, they don't. I mean, one time is a male or female? I think it's a boy, a little boy. Like male? Okay, so he's wearing clothes? Yes. What is he wearing? And it doesn't look like he has any clothes on. It looks like a diaper. And you don't see any cars anywhere? No, no cars anywhere. Okay. All right. What's your name? My name is Carlee Russell. You don't rush off from work. No, but I can't really see they're not good. Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best you can. Do they excuse you? No, she's not that I can't really see that look. Okay. All right. On the way. Just try to stay, keep an eye on them, but the officers are on the way, okay? Okay, thanks.
Relative after speaking with the 911 operator. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage depicted this portion of the incident. That footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in a vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched. Several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carlee's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounding local and federal agencies assisted Hoover police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee, the child that she claimed to see, and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by our family, friends, began looking everywhere that they could to find any trace. These searches took place throughout the day Friday and again on Saturday, yielding nothing. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claimed he then forced her into a car. And the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a spot in the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "you have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "how to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham Bus Station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
With that, open the floor for some questions. Please raise your hand and I will call on you. Carol.
Oh my God.
In connection with the disappearance and in connection with what was taken from the Woodhouse call?
Right now, our focus is to determine those 49 hours, so the investigation continues. So to be perfectly honest with you, that hasn't even been in our mind or been discussed. Well, I think the family has stated to us that they didn't think that in her mental state right now, because of trauma of the incident, that she's not ready to talk, is what we've been told.
Stated that the abductor had orange hair. Was this abductor black male? Was it female? Black female? White female?
I believe it's a white male. Am I correct by saying that? Was it ever? Yeah, white male.
Is this alleged abductor yet?
Don't believe so.
Yes, ma'am.
Chief Brigadier of WBRC, has a toxicology report been done, and were any drugs or illegal substances found in her system?
We have no report of that.
Is any indication of mental illness in this case?
Not that I'm aware of.
There's been this turned out not to be a true story. That the next time a young woman of color was missing, that it might not be taken seriously. How would you respond to that?
I'd respond to say that we investigate every crime to the fullest, just like we have this one.
Is she traveling with anyone specific?
Not to my knowledge.
Chief, I know you said you were able to verify a lot of aspects of the story. Where do you think she went? How would you characterize what
That's the $100 question. We pretty much know exactly what took place from the time she left work until she got on the 911 call. We can see getting out of the car on the interstate from that footage. And after that, I think she only knows. We don't know.
But one quick follow-up for parents. If you speak with Carlee's parents, why do you think it is that you're so adamant as an doctor?
Yeah, I think parents are believing what their daughter's saying, and we've had a very good rapport with the parents, met with them on several occasions. I've talked to them today a few times and make them understand that we're under pressure from our community, not only in our community of the state, but nationally when the story hit. And I just wanted them to understand that today we were going to have a press conference, and what we were going to detail today are facts. And everything that I've told you today is actual facts. It's not innuendos. It's not what I think. It's not what these detectives think. It is the factual information that we have. Well, I think our detectives have talked to the parents, and we're ready. We're ready to talk as soon as she's ready. So, she called right now. We're ready. How about unknown? We know the facts that we have. Everything else is unknown at this time.
What have the past few days been like for you, your department? This has been a stressful search.
Well, absolutely. And again, the focus of the investigation that Thursday when she went missing, of course, the focus was to get Carlee home. That's what we want all. We wanted her safe and sound. And that's all happened. And then, of course, this has gotten to be not only a local state story, but a national story. So, it is. It's a lot of stress on everyone in the Hoover Police Department, and the mayor, to every citizen here. We want to know the truth. I wouldn't say I'm frustrated. I mean, I'm very happy that Carlee's home. That was the main ingredient here, and then we'll figure it out. I promise you that we'll end up figuring it out. Yeah, we haven't had time to consider that, but it's again, these detectives that are here, this is just a small group of people that have been associated with this case. We have put every available resource that we have on this case because we wanted to make sure that we found out everything. We wanted to get her home, and we have. Not that I'm aware of.
People from the state, federal resources brought in, what were they doing exactly as well we're searching for?
Sure. A lot of the from the FBI side, several agents helping us interview. I mean, as you well know, a case like this, especially when it goes national, we got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calls. And when you get those calls, some of them may just be outlandish, but you've got to follow up on them because you never know that you may get that one tidbit. And I'd also say, too, that we had a great cooperation with the family. The family received hundreds and hundreds of tips, and every time they got a tip, they sent it to us. No, we have not determined that, no.
Question for Chief. With all of the searches that you mentioned, Chief, that were on Carlee's phone, does that kind of give you an indication of her mind state during this ordeal, 48 hours?
Yeah. Well, again, we want to talk in facts, and I do think it's highly unusual to the day that someone gets kidnapped. That several 7 hours or 8 hours before that they're searching the internet, googling the movie Taken about an abduction. I find that very very strange. Yes.
Oh my God.
No, we do not know. Absolutely not.
Chief, can you explain for us? You mentioned that while at release of Carlee was on the front line with one, she was traveling 6 football fields, which tells you what?
Which tells me that I've had kids, and I'm sure a lot of people here have, and it's very, very, again, she said it. I'm not saying it couldn't happen because I've always been one of these guys, never say never, but 6 football fields. I like athletics, I like football. 6 football fields. To think that a toddler, barefoot, that could be 3 or 4 years old, is going to travel 6 football fields without getting in the roadway, without crying, without any just moving down. It's just very hard for me to understand. We did not see, from what we can tell, we don't see anybody on the interstate other than her car and then someone getting out of her driver's side. We have sent that off to the FBI for enhancement. It has not been returned.
Do you think in this case that charges will be forthcoming towards Carlee Russell? And how serious crime is it to not only fabricate a 911 call, but to lie to law enforcement during an investigation?
Well, again, that's not something that we've been discussed since we're going through the still investigation. But people have to understand that when someone says something like this, we put every available resource. Everybody comes together, from, like I say, state, local, federal. It's just a lot of work, and that gentleman earlier said frustrated. I mean, it is a little frustrating to think that all this has been done and we can't find anything out.
Did anyone see her calling it?
No, not to my knowledge.
All right, last question here. Is this investigation held up until you can speak once again, Carlee Russell?
Well, there's a few things that we're still doing, but obviously we want to talk to Carlee as soon as we can and do an in-depth interview. And at that time, I think we'll have these investigators doing some other things. So
that's all the questions we're going to answer today. We appreciate you guys coming. We'll follow up with y'all later. Thank you, Mama.
And that was, all right. Is the glare still in the chat? Glare, are you still there? Let me give you a link because I need to know what is. Listen, I'm gonna drop the link. If anybody wants to give a reaction to this, I don't know what to say. What do you guys? I don't like what. Listen, I'm happy that she's been found. She is safe. But all this Cheez-Its and stealing a robe and running away and I don't know. I don't know. That was way more. I seriously did not know that they were going to do that. I literally thought it was going to be less information than that. Seriously. I didn't think they were going to have any details. But what does that tell me? The internet searches was everything right there, CR. Yes. She wanted to disappear. Yeah. I'm happy. Look, even if she lied, I'm happy that she came back. No, for real. We're about to do that in a minute. Even if she lied, I'm happy that she came back. But I can't do this anymore. Oh my God. Please, what was the reason for any of that?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
what was the reason?
I don't know what to say. It is so unfortunate that happened. It is so unfortunate. Yes, Chico, I dropped the link. Hold up. Please hop on. I want to know what was the reason. My mom, SW, you want to hop on? Let me know before I don't know what to say. Anybody else in there? Hop on. Let me know your thoughts. I can make sure I can cover us here. You gonna need to rewatch it again and again. You need the link? Okay, Glare, hold up. Here you go. I cannot. Once he said about a robe. There you go, Glare. About a robe. I said, I'm done. What do you think? What?
First of all, hold on. Let me apologize to everybody in the chat. Let me apologize because I was one of the ones. Let's wait till the fucking facts.
Me too. I still am. I'm like, oh my God.
So I apologize to everybody that I called out on this, and I'm like, wait for the fucking facts. Well, I apologize to y'all. I'm eating crow right now, so I apologize for that. Okay?
On behalf of the chat who knew this was BS from day one, we accept your apology.
All right. Oh my God, Blair, what do you think? Stop laughing.
Now let me. I want to be clear, y'all. Like
I.
this is only funny because she's okay. All right.
Yeah.
He's okay.
But the fact that she pulled this, I get to laugh at it. We earn the right to laugh. Like at least she gets to get clowned because I mean to pull off a hoax, she thought of everything. You know what I mean? She left the phone. She left. She left the phone. She left the Apple Watch. She left everything that could be tracked, but she wasn't thinking too straight. But I mean, I'm not even. I thought drugs.
I
Obviously,
thought mental health.
I
I
thought
thought mental
mental
health
health.
too.
I thought mental health.
but I
But
mean,
not only did she make sure she had the Cheez-Its and the spa robe, she actually searched to make sure that she was outside of the age for people to issue an Amber Alert.
Oh my God, the culture. You've been in the chat.
FYI, y'all, delete your Google searches.
Yeah,
'Cause
what's up,
your
y'all,
Google
man?
searches is fucking folks up out here, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
what's up?
Right.
Hold on.
What's up?
First of all, the press conference was bullshit.
You think so?
I know so. Why
Ooh.
was there nothing said about the missing footage? There's no mention about missing footage. There's no mention about a car about to pull over and that the footage glitches. There's no mention about her car is out of the camera view for 3 whole minutes, and no mention of none of the important facts. And now they blamed it on Carlee. Well, first of all, I already know she got paid. I'm happy that she got released. Bottom line, I'm happy that she got released. That they had that little bit in their heart enough to release her. I'm grateful for that. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
so it's a
But
conspiracy theory. Okay.
but the shit has to stop. The thing about it, when you keep letting it go, people gets the brazenness to keep doing this shit, and nobody's gonna care until it's their kid or it's somebody that they love. You know what I'm saying? You can't even send your kids to college no more. They might get stabbed up. You can't even fucking send your kids to school no more. They might get shot up. Motherfuckers are doing this because motherfuckers are allowing this shit, and they let this shit go on and thinking it's okay. The shit is not okay, man. It's not okay.
What's
But
not
you
okay?
do
The most
understand
important,
that they just investigated it, and the missing footage
hold
doesn't
on.
change her.
Hold on.
Culture. Hold
Hold
up.
on.
Hold up.
Yelling at
So
people, man.
The most
we
important
can't.
facts.
You're yelling at people.
Okay. Okay. Let me stop you right there.
Yeah,
I don't do. Listen, we're all adults here. I don't do that. I don't do that. So just if you want to get your point across, that's fine. But let's just, keep it down a little bit, please.
Can I not get interrupted?
Can you
Go
not
ahead.
yell at people?
Just not interrupt me. I don't want to have to yell at you.
Or
Now,
just
the thing is, all the important information, nothing got talked about. Like all the important information, the time, the minute 46 time missing, the car that's out of view and it's been sitting there blinking for 3 minutes. None of that shit was talked about, man. This shit is bullshit, man. And I put prayer in your heart that this shit doesn't happen to y'all. And I'm just gonna go on about my day, and I'm just glad you're home. The prayer worked.
To the culture, do you believe that then this was a legit kidnapping and abduction, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If that was Claire, hold up. If that was your take on that, then I respect that and I appreciate you coming up here and giving that point. Thank you.
Can I just ask a quick question? So,
yes.
What are your thoughts on then, like with this abduction, in your opinion? What are your thoughts on her purchasing a bus ticket to leave that night for her ahead of time, days ahead of time, for her stealing from the job, for her doing the Google searches of how do you like what age do you have to be to get an Amber Alert? Like, how do you explain that? Because normally people don't know they're going to be abducted ahead of time.
It's obviously a conspiracy.
I think it's all bullshit. I think it's all bullshit. It's
Right.
just a way to cover up, to make their side of the story go. I mean, why not? If it wasn't the case, why are we not seeing the whole thing? Why are we not seeing the whole footage? Why are we not seeing? Why is a car that's blinking over, that's about to put over the same spot that her car ends up and it glitches?
Because
Why
nobody in the press
is the
asked
car? Hold
about
on, brother. Hold on. Why is the car out of view with the four ways blinking for 3 minutes? Why she's on the phone with the police? Why she's on the phone with her parents and everything happened, but this is not on the camera, bro? It's plain in view. It's plain in view, man. And it's disrespectful that they disrespectful how they did that, man. But I'm glad that she's home. I'm glad that she's home, and that's all I care about, man. I'm out of here. Have a good day.
Thank you, the culture.
Have a good day.
I can try to answer that as best as I can, even though
Go ahead, Blair.
But the video footage is too grainy. The guy said himself, the officer said himself, that he's only talking about facts and facts only. That footage is too grainy to state as anything being fact. So that's probably why it wasn't addressed. The other reason why it probably wasn't addressed is because nobody in the press asked about it. So nobody's trying to cover up. There's no evidence here that anybody was trying to cover up any of that footage here. And all of the other footage, the footage that he's talking about, it doesn't confirm in any way, shape, or form that there was an abduction. Not in any way, shape, or form. So I don't understand what his argument here is. I mean, he's clearly looked at the footage like it's evidence, but he doesn't want to hear any of the other evidence that was presented because obviously in his mind it's a big police conspiracy with absolutely no motive behind making this elaborate conspiracy to
all of that evidence was made up.
I mean,
somebody is echo. I don't know who it is.
Why would the police have? Why would they go do all of this and go out their way to cover up some crazy shit like this?
Ridiculous. Just that dude's entire argument.
Potential danger to their community.
Now I know
cover it up.
Go ahead. No, I was about to say, I know police do some bogus ass shit. We all know, the city I'm from, we have seen police here do some bogus ass shit. But
you're the first to call it out, Chico. You're the first to kind of recognize that too. So I'm like, I definitely take your, point highly over that.
Yeah, but why? What did they have to gain from covering it up, basically?
I don't even the parents. I don't think I think the parents were supporting their daughter, and I don't think they realized that maybe they don't really know what exactly they were supporting.
And why would she refuse a second interview? Why wouldn't you know what I mean? I mean, the situation was somewhat traumatizing, but she wasn't assaulted according to her statement. Why not help law enforcement find out who kidnapped her? I mean, she could be a real hero here.
I just want to predict something real quick in all of my psychic, non-psychic abilities. The web sleuths over the next couple of days are going to find out what the hell was in Tennessee, where that bus ticket was headed.
She was going to Tennessee?
Yeah, that's the destination. That's the destination. She was leaving Birmingham and going to Nashville, Tennessee. Girl, I heard that.
Don't worry. I'm finna have some feet on the ground up there. Don't worry. I'm finna be started asking around what the hell going on with this girl. Because y'all know I got people in Nashville. Don't worry. I'm finna start asking.
I don't get it. So, and they consulted with the CIA. I heard that. The Marshals.
The Secret Service.
Not CIA, I'm sorry.
Pulled the Google search.
Yeah, on the Google searches. What's up with the Google searches?
Those Google searches. Now, let me play devil's advocate here on the Google searches.
Lord,
well, because I mean, think about it. That doesn't prove anything. Like, if let's just say for hypothetical reasons, she's being tried for a crime, right? If I'm a defense attorney and the prosecution presents those Google searches, I'm going to be like, well, maybe she heard about the movie Taken, wanted to watch it. Maybe she wanted to know more about it. As far as the Amber Alert goes, she was asking how Amber Alerts work. Maybe she follows true crime on YouTube and people were discussing Amber Alerts and maybe she wants to know more about Amber Alerts. I mean, it doesn't prove anything. The Google searches, they're suspicious and that timing sucks, but it doesn't prove anything, not beyond a reasonable doubt.
Do you think I could pull a Gone Girl as a true crime YouTube channel?
I mean, you got to be smarter than she is, obviously, to pull that off. but I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what her motive is for doing all this.
Well, and it talks baby girl, and I completely agree with her comments. Says, I'm glad I prayed for Carlee, and I'm glad there's no toddler, and I'm glad there's no danger. I don't know why she pulled this hoax, and I hope she gets the help and services that she needs. Hey, the culture, I hope you are you feeling okay to come up again? I know this was heated for you.
Oh Lord, I'll jump down.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are
I'm
you?
fine.
I know you're passionate about what's going on, so I
I'm
just,
passionate. I'm passionate for everybody because this affects everybody. It's not just the black community. It's not just any. It affects everybody. And I appreciate what the guy just said to play devil's advocate. I appreciate that. I know it's hard for you guys to say what it really is, but
I'm a very fact-driven guy. Just in
okay,
case you don't know me, so that's
Well,
all I'm.
if we're gonna do facts, let's just do all the facts because the most important parts of this case, right? The most important parts of this case is missing still. The footage of her blinking on the four ways and the car is cut out is missing. And that whole time that footage is missing when her four ways is blinking, that's the time that she's making a police call. And that's the time that she's on the phone with her parents and when she screams. We don't see that. That's when she's cut out the frame and you just see her four ways flashing. That's the whole time she's on the phone with the 911. All right. And so then somebody else moves her car up. You know what I mean? Then you had the time where the car was about to pull over right where the car stops and it glitches. There's a whole minute and 46 missing on the highway of people following her. They don't have that. They don't have that footage. So when they don't show me that, everything else they say is bullshit to me. You see what I'm saying? Because now you hiding something. Now it feels like you're hiding something to me. So why are you're not saying about the important facts? So now when you come up with some other shit, it's like you're just throwing shade on it to switch it up because you're not saying the most important facts that we want to know. Why is this footage missing? At all the important times, there's something's glitching. There's something's missing. She's cut out that angle. There's coincidences happen, but not all at fucking 10 minutes. The 3 important coincidences all happen at the same time, guys.
What do you make of the Google searches?
I don't care about the Google searches. Like I just said, them not answering why the footage is missing makes me not give a fuck that they're not being truthful.
Nobody asked. In all fairness, nobody asked. That's not going to come up.
Okay, but we all know that before they make a press conference, they accept questions that they're going to ask and we don't. Let's not play stupid here.
So
I know what I'm dealing with, and I know what I'm capable of. So I'm not going to play stupid. I'm not scared. You hear me?
So the culture. So let me add a little bit to what you're saying. Mike M said law enforcement said it's still ongoing, but caller is right. Gray has the footage. Rabbits, you guys saw a little bit of that last night. Gray shows all of what the caller is asking. So what he's saying is that there is, I guess the full footage wasn't shown, but Gray purchased the whole footage. And I think that's what the culture's saying. It's like there should have been more shown to the situation.
Yes, there's a whole minute 46 missing. That whole minute 46 that's missing, there was a car that was pulling over right where her car ended up. You see him about to get off the shoulder of the shit, and then it glitches.
Okay, but that
hold on. Then she's coming down the highway from I guess she's coming from getting her food now, and the time that you would see her coming down the highway, it glitches again, and it's missing.
Okay, so you think that she got into a car, right?
I'm not sure if she got into a car or if they drug her through the woods.
Okay, now that contradicts her statement that the law enforcement officer read.
Yeah.
What he said was that she got into the back of a semi-truck. There's no semi-truck.
Well, I heard that she got into a car, then into a semi-truck.
No, she got into a car after the semi-truck. She got
what they said is she got into a vehicle, then she got placed into a back of an 18-wheeler. That's what they said.
Maybe I missed that part. Okay, maybe I missed that part.
Yeah.
Because the way I heard it was she said she got into a semi-truck and then later was in a car.
Yeah, man. My thing is just it's too much important information that's missing. And I just pray that it don't happen to nobody that love, you know what I mean? Because this is just giving just more brazen to people to do more things like this. And if you're not noticing, it's not nothing about color. They're doing it to everybody and anybody. So
yeah.
I just to have a high vibration and karma on your side, just focus on a more high vibration, That's all I would say.
Thank you, the culture. I appreciate you coming back up. Chico, do you have something to say about in response to the culture? I'm kind of curious to know your thoughts.
Well, first, I know with my Google searches, baby, I'm probably gonna go to fucking jail if they ever go through my Google searches. Like that's just being
if
real.
You're in true crime, we're all going to jail with our Google searches.
Like with my Google searches, baby, if they stick to that as facts, I'm going to jail. There's just that on that. Okay, some of the shit I look up, but I thought that Gray had covered the missing 1 minute and like 46 seconds last night from a
He did.
different camera.
He did.
It's still missing though.
You got to check out his full footage. I think,
I
Blair, didn't he
watched
feel
it. I
like
watched it.
250 hours?
I watched it like 3 times. It's still
He did.
missing. The 146 is missing. The car that's about to pull over right where her car ended up is missing, and her car is cut out, conveniently cut out for 3 minutes while she's on it, while everything is going on.
Well, what would be law enforcement's motive for making up all the other evidence that you're saying is
just
not
to,
evidence?
just to keep this narrative going that she's lying.
But why do that? Why damn her? She's nobody. Why say that she's a liar? Why make her out to be a liar publicly? What's the point of that?
What do you mean she's nobody? Why would she know she's a human being?
Meaning, like, what is?
No, like, why did the police target her specifically?
Yeah, why her?
To come
I
up
don't
with
know why
this?
they targeted her. But if you remember, her mom told her Friday on this press conference that she warned Carlee that people are might try to do something like this to kidnap her. So I don't know if she's been getting calls, if people been wanting this lady girl for some fucking fantasy reasons. I don't know, but weird fucking trafficking shit happens like that. And I just think maybe the police was put in a hard position. I will give them that. Maybe they put in a hard position and it's just a rabbit hole too big to go down. And they don't want to go down. Maybe they pay Carlee family. Maybe they got a nice fucking $2 million lawsuit just like to just chill. She's home. Just appreciate that she's home. Pay them some money and just move on. Okay. But at the end of the day, we got to stop this wickedness shit, man. It's got to stop. When you keep putting fire to it and fire to it, that's just giving people more brazen to keep doing it.
Gotcha. I understand. And a lot of people feel different, in the chat. And I think respectfully, I'm glad that you're telling me your view about the situation, but everybody has a different feeling about it.
That's make sure we don't leave all those important facts. Everybody's going to run with the narrative that, oh, she's still lying. So I just want to just, bring out the facts that they still didn't say anything about the missing footage.
Yeah, but is that evidence that there was a conspiracy to ruin this girl's name and call her a liar?
Like I said, I just think it's just a rabbit hole too deep that they don't want to go down. So to keep the narrative up that she's lying, I mean, he didn't have no problem saying that he believes that she was lying. She watching Taken and all this stupid shit and one-way trips. Like, come on now. Who would fuck if they went off with their boyfriend? Who would come back on a Saturday? When did you come back on a Sunday? Saturday is a prime fucking night to go chill. And why make up this whole story? Why not just park your car in fucking Burger King parking lot and just run off? Why do all this crazy?
Maybe dude had to be at work on Sunday.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm done with you. All right, you guys. The culture, I appreciate you coming.
All right, I appreciate you having me up, guys. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous.
Bye. Thank you. What? I don't know. What else, Claire, were you saying before? And Chico, please continue. And Nanya fell off. I don't know why.
It's just, the last thing I'm gonna do is jump on a conspiracy theory narrative.
I don't do that either.
To me. That's and especially when the only thing you're going by is a glitch in a video. That's not nearly enough. That's not even remotely enough. And I have no reason to. They're looking at her Google searches prior looking up to that, but again, that's not proof. But it's enough to continue looking into things and investigate further. And they said themselves they're going to continue looking into it. And he sounded real confident when he said, we're gonna find out what happened in those 48 hours.
Absolutely.
So, I can tell you, Alabama is if it comes out this was all hoaxed, and they will prosecute her. Alabama don't play that. That's one state you don't fuck around with.
And I can understand. I can understand the whole feeling like it's race motivated to damn this girl's name. I can understand that being Alabama and everything, but again, that falls into a conspiracy theory.
Not in Hoover though.
There's just not evidence to back that claim up. So I'm just not ready to go there yet. I'm willing to entertain it to a certain degree, but you need to show me some pretty damning facts for me to go down that road.
No, I agree.
Yes. Let me drop this link is for Auntie. She's in the chat. Here you go, Auntie. Shout out to Auntie's advice. She's coming up. I mean, I'm happy that she was found, okay, or returned. I think that's the real thing. That she returned, not found. That she returned. And if this is a issue that I just think this is gonna get bigger for her, you know. And I'm a little bit I was upset at the fact that people were calling this a hoax.
Me
And now
too.
I was mad, and I still
I was getting tight about it
I
without
was
the fact.
tired and calling this a scam. I still don't think there's any money motivation here whatsoever.
Well, there's no
No,
evidence of it.
There's no evidence of it.
no, there was no GoFundMe. Crime Stoppers, that's government funded. So, and they said they would reimburse it, or it's going to be used on other crimes. So it's not money motivated. I still, me personally, think something mentally is off with her. For her to go that route and to do it like that, something's not clicking up here.
It's so calculated, though.
Yeah.
You know, but so it's not a temporary insanity thing to where she didn't know reality from fantasy. She knew to leave her phone behind. She knew to leave her Apple Watch in her purse, but she took the Cheez-Its with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, snacks, gotta have the snacks. I mean, it all looks real bad, you know?
Well, yeah, the motivation, like, was there something else that she was trying to run away from? I mean, I don't want to believe that it was like her taking a robe and like what led up to that? What was her thought process behind that? And I hope that somebody, a psychologist, interviews her well enough to get those details to be able to assess her thought process before everything happened. That's what is confusing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's very calculated, it is.
It is. And also, one might argue, well, why would she return home if she bought a bus ticket to Tennessee? Well, because maybe she didn't expect all this national news, because it sounds like she was trying to get away from something.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she was Googling the Amber Alert, because maybe she just didn't want to have all of this national attention and she just wanted to get away. And it would be an under the radar missing persons thing that the whole world wouldn't be talking about. She was counting on that. But she obviously was trying to get away from something.
Yeah.
That's the question. And I think that's what law enforcement is probably going to focus on.
Yes.
Is what was she trying to run away from? If she bought a ticket to Tennessee for whatever reason, why did she return home? Well, maybe she saw that it was getting so much national attention. She was like, oh man, if I go to Tennessee, people are going to be looking for me there. I'm in Tennessee right now and I'm up here talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I agree with that, Blair. I agree. She didn't have a choice. It was either come home or folks spot you in another state, and now you got even more explaining to do.
She could be pregnant too. And that's the other fact. I mean, there's just so much, but I think if they're able to find a good psychologist that's able to assess kind of her thought process, or we don't even know, because it says there is something to be said about what gets your mind to thinking that this is okay, right? Like before you act, that type of deal. And I do not want to drag this girl all over. I mean, I want to move on from this topic, because between this and then we had Rudy Farias before, I'm like, I don't know where I'm ready to move on.
I don't mind saying that.
I know, Claire, you don't, but for me, it's like she's a young girl, and if they're I'm still trying to process what she was thinking before.
So I have a question for y'all, Glur and Rabbit. I've been thinking about this. Do you think the parents knew?
I don't
Based
think
on
so.
Yeah, based on what law enforcement was saying in that press conference, they alluded to them not knowing.
Yeah.
So I don't think they were in on it. So I just you got to try to look at it from her parents' perspective. You know, she's doing everything right on the surface. She's in nursing school, she's working, she's doing everything that you're supposed to be doing at at the age of 25. Everything that a parent would be proud of if you have a
Absolutely.
25-year-old kid. So and a parent is not going to want that world rocked. They're not going to want that messed with. They're not going to want that image shattered of their own child. So of course they're going to defend her, and of course they're going to back her up. And I don't think there's any decent parent in this chat that wouldn't do the same thing.
Wow.
But you know, the only and if you think about it, the only stuff that shows that she was lying is stuff that only law enforcement could really recover, like the Google searches and tracking the phone and how far you know the 600 feet was. And well, no, dad could have figured that out too. But you know, these are detectives. They're trying to get to the truth. They're trying to understand the why things are happening. The way I would imagine they conduct things is, you know, to understand the what that they're looking at, they're going to have to understand the why of the events before.
Like what led her to there. And Mellow Disco said, what did they she took a robe and toilet paper, right?
Oh
yeah, that's what they said.
That's
Robe
what
and
they said.
toilet paper.
And I was like, I had asked that earlier. I was like, what do you take from a spa that I
Like,
mean,
is that? Never mind. Never mind.
Like,
The way
maybe
people made it seem, they made it seem like she was stealing money.
I thought she was like, I was like, okay, she's still no, a robe and toilet paper.
I'm telling y'all, something.
I mean, the toilet paper, maybe. I mean,
I would
depending
take
on
toilet paper if I had,
depending on depending on the hotel bathroom that she was probably staying in the last couple of days, they probably got sandpaper and she knew it and was like, I'm taking toilet paper because I'm not trying to. I'm just
I
speculating.
can't with you.
No, you telling the
You
truth.
are
Cause Red Roof Inn had shitty toilet paper. Let's just be 100.
I'm thinking bed bugs. I'm thinking, all right. All right. That's too much.
People use toilet paper like crazy, so they're gonna buy the cheap stuff in those motel rooms, man. They're buying in bulk. You know what I mean?
I can't with you guys. Y'all are too much. So what you do? I mean, look, 3 years ago we did have a shortage on toilet paper during the pandemic. Remember that? And hand sanitizer. So yeah, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I can understand taking toilet paper, but I don't know. I mean, there's maybe she wasn't doing well and whatever was going on, and she felt like this was a way not only to escape what was going on, but it wasn't very well thought out. That's kind of where I'm going to leave it at. And I do not want to drag. Everybody on the internet's already dragging this young girl.
And the thing is that
You
another thing that I just realized was when you look at the movie Taken was about a girl getting trafficked. It was a trafficking ring that took Liam Neeson's daughter, and in order to traffic somebody, she probably looked at the movie and what they put her through and taking her picture and whatever and whatnot. That was probably part of her story, and she probably picked that up from movies like Taken. That's possible, but that's what law enforcement is definitely implying in that press conference. So I mean, she described the events of someone who may or may not be taken for trafficking prior to actually having been trafficked.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, the similarities with the movie Taken, yeah, I get it. But, I mean, I'm still trying to understand why she would fake this.
Well,
for what?
if once they conclude their investigation and if they find that all of this was false. I'm wondering. Somebody was said that this could be a misdemeanor. Even there could be
Right.
charges
They
if they
probably
wanted
won't
to.
even prosecute. They probably
False
won't even
911
prosecute.
call for one. There's a few other charges she probably could get if they, like Blair said, if they decide to pursue it.
Yeah.
Whatever that girl is running from, though, I truly hope she gets help. And
Me
like
too.
Rabbit said, I'm not gonna bash her. Yeah, I laughed and
Come on.
joked, but I'm telling y'all, as somebody that advocates for mental health and that has been through my own shit, something's not clicking up here for her.
Yeah.
Right.
To have done that, if this is truly the case and they conclude their investigation, to have done that, there are some real concerns that people need to look into for her support system, the people around her, to really get her some help, because this is not good. Whatever happened prior to her planning, why did she think, what was she trying to escape, whether it was her having a baby, whatever it may be, it sounds like it's deeply whatever's going on. So I just hope she gets some help. That's all.
There's definitely something going on in her personal life that
Yep.
that would make somebody go to these extremes.
Yeah.
So whether it's a mental health issue or whether, because as I stated, when Rabbit, you, me, and Ikadmel were talking yesterday, I had stated that we don't know the dynamic between her and her family. We don't know the dynamic between her and her boyfriend. On TV, on camera, everybody's going to be like, oh my God, we're the perfect family and we miss her and we want her home, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not implying that there's something else worse. I'm saying there's the possibility, and we always have to keep that into consideration. That what you're seeing on the surface is not always as is.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Well, I think that I don't have anything else to say. I have to go because I got baby Bunny over here. I'm getting tagged on some other stuff that I gotta go tend to too.
Yeah.
I gotta get back
I
to
gotta
work.
go. All right, you guys have a great one. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Glare, Chico. Make sure
Bye,
you guys
y'all.
go to their channels. The links. I know the mods are dropping the links for you guys, so check them out if you like their commentary. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, Rabbit. Bye.
Bye. This is like a lot. I know it was a lot, and I want to shout everybody out who decided to join me. I guess we'll go on from here and we'll see what's next. Jennifer, thank you so much for the $5. Cash, gift, Priya, a membership, please. So gifting has to be done. It's done at random. It's not chosen by me. YouTube does it. So when you guys gift, you have to be in the chat and somebody gets a gift. Mario, sounds like I can get better quality for Mars. I don't know who that is, but thank you, Mario, for the $2. Get me to go. Thank you for the $5. So when and how was she fighting for her life? Well, it doesn't sound like she was. SW Cardi B, what was the reason we played that? And then GPS tracked her movements while she was on the phone with 911. She never stopped moving. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Beautiful Messy, thank you for becoming a member. And Mellow Disco, thank you for the $4.99. I mean, let me know your guys' thoughts. I don't know what to say. And is Danny in the chat from Machismo Report? Shout out to him. You guys make sure you check out the Cheeseman Reports channel. I did put in the link in there somewhere. You have to go up in the chat. I have to head out because I got to go tend to baby Bunny, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out.